What's up, what's up, what's up? It's OLST and you already know the vibes. We are back at it like a what? Exactly. Welcome to my channel where I talk about a little bit of this and I talk about a little bit of that. Now if you are new to this channel, now you're not. You've been here a little long enough to know exactly what type of vibe we going off of just by this couple of seconds that you've been watching. Before we get into the tea of the week, we always get into the songs of the week. So going at number 1, we got Jump by Tyler, Gunna, and Skillabang. Now I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I might have misjudged Tyler in the beginning. You know, like my neighbors, they've been playing Water over and over and over and over again. I'm like, is this all she gotta offer? Is this all she gonna be doing? Is this all she gonna be singing about? Until I was doing my research. She had came out with a different song and I was like, come on, this is the same beat as the last song that just came out. Then I was introduced to another song, which is this song. And I honestly feel like it's very different. And it shows us like what Tyler can do with her voice. When you think of Afrobeats, you think of people singing a certain type of song. Like when I thought of Burna Boy, I thought that he was only making, you know, very upbeat songs. But when he did that song for Black Panther, I thought it was like something different. Like it really showcased the talent of the voice, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this song right here, it just showcased a different side of Tyler that I'm really not used to have been hearing, but I'm honestly excited to hear what else she has to go and bring out to us. Now going at number 2, this is off the Future and Metro Boomin project, We Don't Trust You. Now off the bat, like the energy off that project is giving me like, yo, what you talking about? Like it really got me like, what's this energy? You feel me? And the song Like That off the project really gives me a glimpse of what that type of energy is giving, because it's also featuring Kendrick Lamar and he has had a lot of interesting things to say off that song. Now I'm not really gonna get into it. I'm gonna cut this real short with the songs of the week because I'm gonna be talking too much and we didn't even get into the tea of the week. But the tea of the week, the first topic, 100% has to do with this topic. So let's get into the tea of the week and let's expand on that song. Now this song has really been blowing up, if I'm gonna be all the way 100. A lot of people were really confused. Well, I'm not even gonna say a lot of people. I'm not gonna accuse y'all of being confused because maybe I was in the loop and I wasn't. But apparently, Future and Metro Boomin, like, they really already been having some problems with Drake. Like, Metro Boomin, a lot of people are confused as to why he didn't include Drake on one of his projects. He was asked that in an interview and was basically saying like, you know, the energy was kind of different.
Then he heard that one and really wanted to get on it, but like I was letting him know that he was really just done for real, and I was really just set on how it was. I was like, bro, I ain't even trying to sell you no dream. Like it's really like just locked in. I'm locked in where it was. But yeah, hit me and was just like, man, let me see if it's just anything you can add to it. And he was like, if you don't like it, then whatever. So he did some stuff, a couple parts was cool, but like I just felt like just even with like slime verse and trap verse and the outro, it was just already like it just really wasn't no room. It was just wasn't no room.
Now I had watched Academics give his opinion based on the story, or I would also like to say he gave a little deep dive. I have to give some credit where credit is due. And he basically has said like, you know, how is it that you felt like one of the biggest rappers in the industry shouldn't have been on a song? Now, I understand his perspective, you know, that's his favorite rapper, but at the same time, because I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna be like George Washington and I'm gonna be neutral. Because I'm not picking no sides at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? But what if he really just felt like that wasn't the right song? Like maybe he felt like that just wasn't the vibe. But when you look at the way things have unfolded recently, it really kind of gives you the vibe like maybe that wasn't the situation. Now, it was well, it's not even alleged because this is what he has said, but Metro Boomin had eventually tweeted talking about his frustrations about her loss getting their appreciation versus his album that had came out not too long ago. And now it's today where we finally hear a perspective that we haven't heard, I don't think ever, because Kendrick Lamar during this song Like That really showed that he was like that.
Up against Cole and Kendrick. I'm excited that the decade's about to turn and we're gonna see who can go that extra stretch. Three-headed monster. Yeah.
Oh, okay, you want some other stuff. You want a different type of timing now. Hold on. Alright, you starting off strong. I respect it. But wow, you didn't even give us, the people, a chance to really like simmer in there and like dip our toe before we even really got in there. You just pushed us in the pool. Oh, now the big three, a lot of people have been speculating, or I'm not even gonna say speculating. A lot of people have been saying, you know, since a very long time ago, that the big three was Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. But it's given that he's saying, no, I'm not a part of that. It's just me. I'm him. Which, okay, I see you on a different type of timing. I feel like you need to go and listen to the song yourself so you can get a glimpse of the vibe of the song. I mean, from the very first second all the way to the ending. Like, when you listen to that song, you just know that when Kendrick Lamar wrote this, he said, I'm coming with that heat. I really don't have much to say. All I have to say is however the alleged people that were allegedly fired at will respond, they better come with that heat. Next on the list, I know I had made a short little video talking about the Quiet on Set series, and now that I have actually watched the series, like, I have to just say that watching and hearing their stories hurt me. Like, after I finished watching it, I really had the same energy and the same unsettling feeling that I have when I finish watching a horror movie. Because you watch these episodes that they have brought to the attention, the same episodes where behind the scenes people were treated wrong, people were done wrong, talked to bad, mishandled. And you look at the pain and the suffering of those kids that were involved. Me, as someone who can normally watch Nickelodeon, it just makes my stomach hurt. It really does. Because it's like, wow. Hearing Drake Bell's story, knowing that when Brian Peck was charged for what he had did, knowing that nobody knew that all that happened to him, like, wow. Like, wow. Hearing how many people supported him, hearing how many people had wrote letters in solidarity for this man, child stars. I mean, I recall someone from Boy Meets World, Boy Meets World, who wrote a letter in solidarity for that man. And it doesn't make me say shame on them, they're evil. No, what it does is it makes me think, why are they so comfortable to want to write a letter for this man? They were probably around the same age as Drake when he was interacting with them. And it makes me think, to know that there were two people that were on set of the Amanda Show that were evil people, not even just, you know, assaulting some of the people that were there, making them uncomfortable, but the way they were treating the women, the way they were treating the black kids, like, wow. And you would think as a black kid watching these shows, you're sitting there watching it, you're like, oh my gosh, like it's so funny to see people that look like me. But then it's like, at what cost? Is it worth it? Would I show my future kids some of the shows that were showcased while all this was going down? Never. I can't even watch the Amanda show the same anymore, and it's like, I'm very disgusted. Then to later hear that Drake had went through a situation where he was almost charged with something that was similar to what they was doing on the set, and then we find out that the girl basically was making up stuff and she was a liar. It's like, wow, was he getting blackballed? Like, was she sent somewhere? Was she paid? Honestly, all in all, I hope all the actors that were affected during those times really had an outlet that made them able to get things off their chest that they were never able to get off. And I hope those that haven't shared it were inspired, and that they can go through a journey to where they can start to heal, or that they can continue to heal. Now, last on the list, if I'm gonna be honest, this story has been going viral on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, any type of social media you can think of, it's viral on there. This girl told a story time on her going on a trip with her friend and other people that she didn't really know. The story originally, goes from the girl owing the girl telling the story $46 to a whole other thing. Now, before we even dive into this, I just want to say that if you are going out of the country, do not go out of the country with $135 or whatever much money she had, because that is the dumbest thing you could ever do. Like, I think, like my grandma, I'm always thinking, like, what if a hostage happened? What if something, it's a national emergency, I gotta evacuate? What if I gotta go leave? What if the freaking building and some people is threatening and we gotta leave on a boat and I gotta pay for me to get in a boat to get back to America? Like, you can't be playing around with your life like that. It's real irresponsible to go out of the country with a small amount of money. You don't want to have to depend on somebody else, because at the end of the day, if it's an emergency, that person gonna help them. I'm gonna go and link the story down in the description box so that you can go and see it and judge for yourself. But I really wasn't feeling the girl's energy. I feel like she was really trying to just put the girl down. Like, if you look at all of the stuff, it's like none of the stuff really had anything to do with $46. Like, she was saying that the girl was a follower. She was saying, all right, I will say the girl was wrong because she didn't have her underwears off in front of the girl boyfriend. But I feel like, why would you bring your boyfriend to a girl's trip? If you would have never brought your boyfriend to a girl's trip, you would have never had that problem. I feel like people who be bringing a boyfriend every single where, like, I'm starting to think, those type of people want attention. Because it's like, you don't think the other girls want they boo to come too? Like, the girl at one point was even mad at the girl for sleeping with somebody for $100. I mean, all right, that's a little, skanky on her end. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, bro, like, you bought your man. What you mad at for her doing her ones and he giving her $100? Like, what's business is that yours? Like, if she want to be with X, Y, Z and do this, that, and the third, as long as she's safe, protected, what's the problem? What are you mad for? You got your man, that's what you want to do. You can do that with your man can give you $100 and boom, y'all done did the same thing. It's not that serious. The girl trying to have her time, you being disrespectful. Shorty over here is mad because she's spending no money. This girl don't even got money. I mean, if I'm gonna be stressed on the trip, I'm gonna at least have a good time. And then Shorty getting $100 to have a good time, I mean, hey, it's her business. She a grown woman. She's 24 years old. I just felt like some of the girl that told the story energy is just kind of weird. I've had a person owe me $20 before, but never did I sit there and throw it in her face. Like, honestly, I really sat back to myself and I said, it's 40. See, now you got me talking about $40. But I sat back and I said, is $20 really that serious to sit there and press her over? It's just $20. Like, I'm gonna get that back. My mom gonna say, because I was in college. I think I was like, I don't know if I was a freshman or this was my second year, but I was like, Mom gonna send me it, and I work, so it's really not even that serious. It's $20. Oh, that's why I always say I would never go on no girls trip, because me personally, I feel like it's always something wrong. It's always a guy, it's always money, and it's always a situation. It's always one of those three things. All in all, if they had enough bread, it wouldn't have been no problem. I think that, you know, maybe they could have been a little bit more considerate, being the fact that shorty was talking about, oh, we went on, we wanted to go jet skiing and all this other stuff. This is why an itinerary is important, because if they would have had an itinerary, they would have already known what's the vibes on how much they needed to bring and what they wanted to do. I gotta be on the same page. This story also trickled down even more into TikTok, because I see that allegedly, I don't even know what's going on, because I seen that the girl and Pre was going back and forth. I'm like, yo, what happened? I don't even know what's going on, but all I can say is, now shorty didn't put herself into a deeper hole. What you doing sitting here going back and forth with Pre? Now you know you messed up, because that's like, bro, you see how in WWE right now, The Rock has been cooking? If you smell what The Rock is cooking, that's funny. Anyway, but you see how The Rock has been cooking? That's like Pre. You cannot mess with her when it comes to this, when it comes to the mouth, you feel me? Because when it comes to that, you might as well just be like, alright, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you might as well just say, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't even mean it. Because it's like, now you doing unnecessary stuff. This is what happens when we automatically take one side as soon as we hear one part of a sentence. We need to do all kinds of research, and I'm glad Pre done exposed shorty to being who she really is. Because I don't like, one thing it is, I don't like a fake person, but I don't like a fake person that act mixy. So it's one thing when you acting mixy, but then you mixy and fake. I can't deal with that. All in all, I'm glad I wasn't on the trip. Because if I was on the trip, I would have been blacking on shorty. Like, on the drunk girl, on the girl with no money. I'd have been blacking on the girl who brought their man. I'd be like, yo, bro, who brings their man on a girl's trip? That's dumb. You brought $140 on a trip. That was irresponsible. You sitting here being drunk, but at the same time, I can't even get mad because it's your birthday type stuff. So I'm going to just let you have this one. But all of y'all need to come together for the birthday girl. Because y'all acting real inconsiderate right now. And that's all I would have said. Anyway, that's all for the tea of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you run this thing up. Make sure you show this some love. You know, recently I feel like I've been on a different type of time because I'm trying to get up out the hood. I'm being honest. Like, I'm tired of the hood. I love it here. You know, my neighborhood is not that crazy. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. At the same time, I'm trying to just do better for myself. You feel me? So, in any way, shape, or form that you show some love, like, comment, share, do what you gotta do. Hope you guys like this video. Be on the lookout for the next one and have yourself a great day.
I couldn't believe it. Soon as I bought my Cuban chick, she called me back. Soon as I iced her up my wrist, she got attached.